Hey Aquarius, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. Happy New Year, guys. I hope everybody had a great New Year's, a good Christmas. I'm actually just doing a little bit of a bonus read, I guess. Just feel like reading. I'm going to start with Aquarius. Just spontaneously giving you guys a reading today. So January 3rd, whenever you see this video is maybe the energy that you're going to pick up from it. Keep in mind that this is general read, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Just leave it behind. If it does resonate, awesome. I do offer bonus readings, personal readings. If you are interested in a personal read, you can contact me below in the description box, and I do those via Zoom. All right, Aquarius, what's going on with my fellow Aquarians? We are finally into the new year. 2023 is here. Let's see what is going on with Aquarius, please. I'm gonna do like an overall general read, okay? So general, maybe love, life, whatever comes in, finance, travel. Let's see what the cards tell us. I'm not gonna specifically focus on love on this reading anyways, unless it maybe that's where it heads. We'll see. Look what's there. The Lovers. Okay. There's a big pile of cards. The Lovers. See? It's like spirits maybe saying, oh, you think you're not going to talk about love, Alex, but we're here to tell you different. Let's see. The Devil. Okay. Starting off with the Devil. Capricorn energy. So you could simply be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay. The World card. I feel here right off the bat, Aquarius, it's like you're letting go. Okay, we do know it is a new year. There's a time for new beginnings. You're letting go of the old attachments that you have. This is about letting go of possibly some old addictions, old attachments, negative energy, toxic people, things that no longer serve you. Okay, the World card is here. It's the end of a cycle. I feel like you're leaving all that trash, that garbage in 2022 behind you, okay? The Devil energy. This is something that you, although you're leaving it behind you, what I feel here, Aquarius, is that as you move forward into your new beginning, and I feel like manifestation is going to be a big thing for a lot of people, not just the Aquarians, but I feel like we are very a manifesting type of sign. That's part of our energy. And I feel like this is a time, I kind of want to say, like, forget the resolutions, start going into manifestations instead, okay? Because it's like, you're just going to cycle out things and get rid of the old, the things that no longer serve you, the attachments, the addictions, anything that doesn't serve you in your highest good, Aquarius. It's time to let that go and move into the new. This is because the life and the universe, spirit guides, they want us to be happy. They want you to be successful. They want you to be prosperous and be happy in love, in life, in career. This is what spirits want for us. So I feel like some of you, I'm also getting burning ceremonies. I don't know who I've mentioned to this in previous readings, once or twice. So if you haven't done a burning ceremony, you basically can write down the things in life that you want to manifest, okay? Or the things that you want to get rid of in your life, that you want to just disintegrate out of your world. Put that on a piece of paper, do it in a safe place, okay? Outside preferably, and burn that off, okay? Send it off into the universe, let it go, let it be gone, and let the new begin, okay? So some of you might be doing that, or you've done that. You can get stuff called wish paper that is for indoor use, usually. It's pretty cool. I can't take all those cards. The Death card is there at the top. Okay, that's that transformation, the change, the out with the old, in with the new, death and rebirth. I think you're ready here, Aquarius. I think a lot of you are very ready for a new beginning, something that actually pans itself out, something that is going to bring in prosperity and success with the World card. I feel like you're sort of being reminded here that, again, if something's not serving you in your highest good, if something's not going to be successful, why waste your time in it? Why not have a results-oriented lifestyle? Why not have a results-oriented relationship? Why not have results-oriented career path, or whatever that is? Why not see things manifest fruition for yourself? Okay, why waste your time with things that amount to nothing? It seems like a waste of a time. But I will say that nothing is a mistake here with the Devil card and the World card. I'm getting a lot of energy from all this. You're gonna, as I got sidetracked there, Aquarius, but as you move through into 2023 in your new beginnings is when you're going to look back and say, that's why that toxic person was in my life. That's why that addiction had to go. I see where you're going to reflect and say, like, I see where that served purpose. Sometimes we're very quick to blame and point the finger at the negative things that take place in our life rather than look at them as a gift, look at them as a learning lesson, okay? It's like, it's not easy all the time to learn lessons. Sometimes we learn them the hard way. I recently learned a lesson that I'm not repeating anymore, and that is being taken advantage of by certain people, so-called friends. Okay, so that's done. That's done. There's that death card. Okay, it was meant to come out. So the death of these things, and it's a rebirth. They're not meant to be pointed the finger at or sort of blamed, shamed. It's about transformation. These people, places, things, addiction, situations, life lessons, hard knocks, okay? These are because they're meant to change you. They're meant to transform you for the better. It's that victory, the triumphant outcome, coming out ahead in the end. So if some of you haven't seen my personal video, the live that I did back in August, I think it was, about, you know, some people get dealt different scenarios. For me personally, it was major health issues, very bad health issues. And I see them now I wouldn't be here doing this right now if I didn't have those issues, if I didn't go through health and, you know, hospitalizations and all that. So at some point, eventually, we got to come out of that victim state or that why me? Why is my life like this? Why am I going through these things? You're going through them because that skull and bones, which is what I kind of looked like at one point, I can laugh now about this, is to transform you, to change you, to make you realize the things that needed to happen in your life. Some people go, you know, I had this really perfect little life until I was in my early 30s, and then it was like a huge health revelation, like a huge health issue. And I went through a lot of suffering, a lot of hospitalizations, and that was what I was dealt with. So we're all dealt with different things at different stages in our life. None of us is going to go through this lifetime without having to go through transformation, without having to go through, you know, so-called devil moments, toxic situations, addictions, things like that. It's just that we're all dealt with at different stages in our life, the traumas or the lessons that need to be learned, and they're not always easy, unfortunately. Okay, that's why we're here. It wouldn't be life on planet Earth if you weren't going through some kind of difficult time, okay? In my case, it was health that made me wake up. Some other people, it's, you know, it could be whatever, bankruptcy or losing a lot of people at once or loss or grief or whatever it may be. So I think that going into 2023, you're going to start to see that this is why these things happen, is to transform you into the triumph, into the new, the beginning of success again. Because don't forget as well, Aquarius, there's more coming down the pipeline. Hate to say it, but there's more stuff we're going to have to face and deal with, right? I'm maybe halfway through my life. Probably have another halfway through my life of other things that are potentially going to come. So we have to understand that about life. The moon card is here, Piscean energy. The emotions, okay? Things that once seemed like a mystery or you couldn't understand, or you felt maybe that you were being deceived or deluded or delusional. The emotions that you are facing are going to come to the surface. You're going to come to realizations with this. Things are not going to seem like a mystery anymore. They're not going to seem hidden or the unknown or why. Your emotions might have had some ups and downs, but it's about leveling them out. And you now have this Two of Wands here. So it's about taking the next step into the new path that you're heading down, the changes in life that are in front of you, and it's sort of like pushing you down. It's like you got to nudge your way or push your way into a new beginning, a new direction with your life, or with your year, let's say. You're also getting here, this is the intuition, the moon card. This is the intuition of changing gears, changing directions in your path, where it is you need to go with your life, where you need to go with your relationships. Maybe it's, for some of you, the death card has happened for relationships. Okay, you could have been living with or being surrounded by a very, very toxic situation or relationship that you're connected to. Again, that world card is about, I'm getting an image of like a jet, like the traveling of the world card. It's like you need to jet and move away and beyond that. Okay, so there's a death card here with the moon card. You got a lot of major arcanas, actually. Big changes coming up in this time frame, which are driving you into new directions. Some of you may feel forced, or instead of like gently nudged or gently reminded, you're sort of being thrown into the fire. Okay, kind of like when I started my YouTube channel. It was because of Tarot Time with Dana that threw me into the fire. Thank you, Dana, if you watch my channel. But like, I wasn't anticipating this, but I knew I wanted to go down this road, and I was thrown into the fire. She just announced me on her channel for winning her contest. You're being pushed into things because they're meant to transform you, Aquarius. They're meant to change your future, change your path. And it's like, sometimes we say to ourselves, well, maybe I should get out of a situation here. Maybe I should get out of a toxic relationship. Intuitively, Aquarius, it's like you might have been ignoring that in the past, and you're intuitively aware that, I know I have to change, and I know that this fork in the road is in front of me, but what is it going to take? Okay, so it's going to take the ending of something. I feel like, I don't want to use the word forced, but it kind of is. It's just natural growing pains. It's a forced evolution of yourself, of your path. Okay, let's see what else is going on with Aquarius. So overall here, what I'm really picking up, Aquarius, is that, excuse me, you're going to see why things took place. You're going to maybe not entirely understand that all the answers or understand the entire thing, but you're going to start to reflect and say, I see why I met that person. I see why I had that job. I see why I went down that path. I see why I had health issues, why I went through the hospital system. It was to wake up. It was to realize what it is in front of me isn't necessarily aligned with what I need, okay? Or what you need in this case. I as in we, the Aquarians, okay? So there's things here that you're gonna start to see. It's like, I'm in a good place now in my life, Aquarius, because of the things we're going through, okay? And you're gonna recognize that. It's getting out of any kind of victim state. No more victim states, okay? If you're feeling like if you're aware and you own that, and you acknowledge that maybe you've been a victim in your life, being of circumstances, it's time to snap out of that. 2023 is about manifesting, okay? It's about creating, and we're not going to manifest and create while we're being victims. Knight of Pentacles. You could be a little bit resistant along this change, okay? You may feel like, let's see here, why the Knight of Pentacles. There's a bit of slower moving energy now. The Temperance, okay? Patience. Okay, so for some of you, when I was saying I don't want to use that word forced, you don't necessarily have to take that pace, okay? If something's pushing you, you can still go at your own pace, okay? Having that ability to sort of allow things to integrate into your life with a lot of patience, and also the healing, okay? So you have to go at a pace that's not going to sacrifice or compromise your well-being, is what I want to say with the Temperance card. Sagittarius energy. You have Scorpio energy, Pisces, and the Devil being Capricorn energy. A lot of major arcanas here. This is the thing. I really feel as a collective for many of the signs, so you could be watching this as maybe your rising sun, moon, Venus, whichever birth chart reading you're watching, but I feel like for the collective as a whole, but especially Aquarius, we are going to, It's about transforming from a higher place. Okay, transforming from a much better place of realizing. It's really escaping or getting rid of that devil is also the victim mindset, the fear mindset. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve anybody. We're not victims. We're here to learn lessons. And unfortunately, shit happens in life. No one gets away with a clean slate in this world. So that's why there's no point in playing the victim. Okay, it does serve purpose. At some point, we have to outgrow that. Four of Cups. Why the Four of Cups? Getting a lot of energy, guys. I feel like I'm talking fast. I feel like I'm being, yeah. It's coming through in a very strong. Two of Swords. So one more, please. I think this is also here about making decisions, okay? Not hemming and hawing. Not being indecisive about something. If you don't like it, don't be afraid to say no. Okay, you might be getting things in life, offers here with the Four of Cups, that don't necessarily, like I said, are they serving your highest good? If a person, a situation, a thing is not serving your highest good, just gently remove it or kindly say no or lovingly detach it. Don't feel like you are obliged to make a decision on something that doesn't really stimulate your needs. Okay, so there's an indecisive nature there that isn't going to, I feel like you're getting rid of this. Let me see. Yeah, see, some of you here, Aquarius, I'm getting like some of you are trying to please people still. Some of you are trying to, I don't want to say compromise. What am I getting here that's coming through? It's like some of you are getting, well, I want to sort of keep the peace. Okay, so it's like I don't want to say no. I want to try to find a way to accommodate. Thank you. This is the word that's coming in. It's like trying to accommodate situations so that we're all happy. And this is that humanitarian energy of an Aquarian. And it's kind of like saying here, no, I think if you really feel like you don't want to be somewhere, don't go somewhere. If you don't want to do something in life, don't do it. Start to say no. Start to learn to not compromise your well-being, and then it's like you feel like you're pressured into something, okay? Because I feel like that Knight of Pentacles is moving very slowly with a guard up, wanting to protect your energy. So it's important to protect your energy along these changes because some things do feel a little pushed or forced, a little bit more force behind them, but I want to use that force as a sense of like horsepower. It's power behind you. You have it there, but you don't necessarily have to use it all the time. Like when we drive a car, you might have 500 horsepower Mustang. You don't have to use 500 horsepower all the time, but it's there behind you to push you through things when you need it. So it's about not pushing or resisting against the power of the force, the flow that's coming through to your life. It's about knowing that you have that, and sometimes things push us forward faster than we're used to. So it's about learning how to handle that, okay? Again, saying no, saying yes, whatever it is you want to make decisions on here, Aquarius. If something, again, this Four of Cups, it's like, you know, you could take it or leave it. It's an offer coming towards you that it may not really do much for you anymore. So instead of sort of not making a decision, whoops, too many cards. Find your clarity. Try to find clarity, because sometimes it's not always there with this Two of Swords. So it may make some of you feel like, well, I have to do something to accommodate. I don't want to let people down, or you don't want to maybe feel like that you are letting people down, but it's not always up to you or your responsibility to save everybody, accommodate everybody, please everybody. Queen of Wands, okay? This is that energy of multitasking and helping everybody, nurturing everybody. Queen of Wands is always trying to strive better for all people. But is that going to serve everybody? Let's see why the Queen of Wands, please. King of Wands. Why the King of Wands? The Two of Cups. Okay, so life is taking a turn here, Aquarius. This is about finding a passionate partner as well. The Two of Cups, this is about a connection. I feel like some of you in this whole change in 2023 and manifesting is about manifesting a partnership as well. And when maybe you're giving your energy to other people or accommodating other people or other situations and not making enough time to be with a person or to make connections and do things for situations that are mutually beneficial for you and maybe your life partner. There's a Two of Cups here. You got King and Queen of Wands. So there is a connection here about having that very fiery, passionate connection with somebody. This King of Wands can also be a bit of player energy. Okay, so you may have like physical attraction, you may have a lot of passion for somebody or vice versa. But if you're feeling it, like I said again, are you saying yes because there's a connection, there's passion? Is it serving your highest good? Okay, so when you're going through this time frame of manifesting something or manifesting someone, be very specific in your manifestation. Be very particular in what it is you're willing to accept, because sometimes the universe is listening to our manifestations, but we don't specify enough if it's for our highest good. Okay, I've manifested certain people in my life over the years. They weren't for the highest good necessarily, so we have to be a little bit more specific sometimes. You have Gemini energy. You could be connecting with a Gemini. I just want to see, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I just want to see one more, please, on the Two of Cups. Tell us about this connection for Aquarius. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. I don't know why there's a little bit of like... make sure it's the right person for you. Page of Swords. Okay. So make sure it's the right person, because you could be disappointed here. It's better to wait than to rush into something, is what I'm saying, what I'm seeing here. Okay, these fiery wand energies are rushing in. Okay, it's that horsepower going with full gust. You might want to put the brakes on at some point, because you may end up walking into a disappointing situation, or somebody that disappoints you, Aquarius. Somebody who doesn't necessarily deliver what they say they're going to deliver. Okay, they talk a good talk, but they don't walk it. Just take your time. That Temperance is here as well. That Knight of Pentacles. When it comes to a connection, be specific with what you're looking for. It's also important here about providing and expecting clarity and communication, okay? Because this is blocked communication and this is lack of clarity. And then what does that do? It ends up giving us the Four of Cups. We don't really get fulfilled, because we're making decisions based on clouded information or based on perceptions or false perceptions, maybe. Maybe our hormones getting ahead of our hearts. You know, we want something because it feels good, but really, is it good for us? Right? Like candy. Feels good, tastes good. It's not good for you though. We feel the more we can get, the better it is. But the more we eat, the worse it is. So there's something here about, I think that some of you Aquarius are definitely going to be finding a passionate connection. There is positivity with these two. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of passion. But just make sure you, it's kind of like, don't forget the emotional side, the connection of the water with the cups, okay? Because sometimes you have to kind of tame down these hormones, these flames, the heat. So go for that. Obviously, you may want that. Passionate connection is nice, but you also need the love. You also need the emotion, and you also need the communication so that your mind is clear, right? The more communication people get, I think anyways, and this is sort of showing like, if this guy lets his guards down and opens up, you don't have to play head games. You don't have to overthink. You don't have to be like confused. You don't have to guess and wonder what someone's doing or thinking. It's open communication. So I feel like this is all the elements. Okay, you've got the swords, the fire, the water. All right, and what's grounding you is that approach, the earth of the King of Pentacles, That's what's kind of grounding you and sort of treading slowly or treading in the right pace. So it's all elements, but at the same time, the person you have or the person you're going to connect with is going to have a very fiery passion. There seems to be a lot of fire, like those two, but also the devil is loaded with fire, which can be a very strong sexual connection. So you could definitely be connecting with a fire sign. Fire and air do go well together. You know, the Aquarius is going to add oxygen, add air, add sort of that thought energy, air energy to the fire. It feeds it. So I feel like for some of you this time around, the fire is a good sign. That's not for everybody, and don't take that literally, because sometimes you might meet another water sign or an air sign or an earth sign. People evolve, people change. Our signs, our zodiacs are certain characteristics, but we can also, you know, be flexible in that. Okay, let's get a closing card. I'm being guided to close the reading, and then I'll do a Wisdom of the Tao card for you, okay, at Oracle at the end of the reading. Let's get advice or guidance, please, Spirit, on the connection, okay? There's a lot of changes. We've gone through the reading already, a lot of manifestation. Tell us a little bit more guidance, advice, and clarity for the Aquas in relationships, please. Queen of Swords, okay? What did I say? Communication, setting those healthy boundaries, speaking your truth, okay? Queen of Swords is not, if it doesn't work out, you don't have to cut it off entirely here, Aquarius. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a little bit icy. She can be a little bit sharp, okay? It's kind of like, I want to say, like, keep an eye on your choice of words. Be choosy. Watch your words that you're using when you're communicating with what it is you want. This is part of that manifestation. Be careful what we ask for. Be choosy. Be selective with your words. Write down, journal, manifest the ideal situation, whatever is your priority. For some of us, it's love. For some of us, it's work. For some of us, it's where we want to live in this planet. It just depends on what it is. Be very selective and choosy, and choose your words carefully. Okay, because thoughts become words and vice versa. Like, it starts to dictate the outcome of a situation. So the Queen of Swords is sort of saying here, use your mind and be very, very concise and clear, and be very choosy and selective, and use a good choice of words and language for yourself when you're communicating. Because there is, before that card, this blocked energy of communication, and the three of these together is very blue energy, which is the throat chakra. Okay, so maybe some of you, I'm going to just point out here, this lapis lazuli stone that I use, this is lapis lazuli. This is all about the throat chakra, speaking. It's about getting clarity, seeing through the cloud, the fog, speaking your truth. It cuts through the nonsense. Excuse me as I hiccup. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what message comes through for your Oracle, Wisdom of the Tao. Thanks, guys, for all your likes, shares, subscriptions. I appreciate everybody's support. It really does help the channel if you could just hit the like button. And if you want to share a comment, that's good too. Let's see. Count your blessings. Didn't I say, oh, well, let's see what it says first. Wealth and power surround you, and smooth journeys lie ahead. Make the best of this time while remaining productive. Be humble and modest. Appreciate what you have, and remember those who have stood by you. Okay? That's a very nice thing, is the gratitude in that. Counting our blessings. Personally, for me this year, it's my health. Okay? When you have your health, you have your wealth. Health equals wealth. So count your blessings as well, Aquarius, because that is a gratitude. That comes from a place of gratitude and thankfulness for all situations. Sometimes it's even the toughest scenarios that we have to be it's a blessing in disguise sometimes. All right, guys, happy New Year's, Aquarius. Thanks so much. I appreciate all your support. I wish you guys an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.